important concept. Nested for loop. Nested for loop means we can use one for loop inside another for loop. That's a nested for loop means. We have seen nested if else conditions, right? Nested if. This is the nested for loop. One for loop inside another for loop. So that's the nested for loop means. The inner for loop executes completely after complete execution of outer for loop. First outer for loop, one iteration come inside, then inner for loop, all conditions, all iterations will complete. Then it will go to outer for loop. So outer for loop, one time, inner for loop, all the iterations. So that is the how the nested for loops will execute. So this is the one simple the syntax for bracket initialization semicolon, condition semicolon, increment or decrement. See, first time it will execute this. First these two will execute, comes inside the body. Inner for loop starts. Initialization again, condition. So then it will go to inner for loop, body will execute. Now inner for loop will iterate all the iterations here. Then if this inner for loop condition is false, now it will go to outer for loop increment decrement part. Catch these words. First inner for loop initialization condition will check. Then condition is true, immediately comes into the inner for loop. Then inner for loop initialization condition will check. If the inner for loop condition is true, comes to the inner for loop body. Inner for loop body it will come. Now here it will iterate all the iterations till this condition is false. Now once this condition is false, it will go to outer for loop increment decrement part. Then once the increment decrement part is done, it will go to condition of the outer for loop. If condition is true, again comes to the inner for loop. Inner for loop, all iterations will finish. So inner for loop condition becomes false, then it will go to outer for loop. So this is the one time outer for loop will execute, all the iterations will finish inside the inner for loop, then it will go to outer for loop. So that will repeat until outer for loop condition becomes false. So this is the how the nested for loops will execute. Let me take a simple example and I'll explain you and all the. I want to print. So it's kind of a table, okay, right? It's one of the tables. So you can print, or you can print all the I value and J value cells. So nested for loops. Write a program to print nested for loop program. So let me write. So void nested for loop. So I'm writing first outer for loop. So int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 3, I plus plus. So comes inside inner for loop. So int j equal to 1, a less than or equal to 3, a plus plus. So I will print the I value and j value, right? I'll print the I value, comma, j value. So let me print I value after. So comma, if you want to print, you have to append, right? You have to append. So comma I'll print here. Then the comma you join with j value. So that's how you need to print. So this will print each line and it will go, right? This is the what. So first, see here, I value 1, right? 1 less than or equal to 3, true. So if the condition, this condition true, where it will come? It will come to inner for loop. So it will go here. So j value 1 less than or equal to 3. This is also true. And comes here, phi value 1, comma, j value 1 will print. This inner for loop body is over. Now it will go to the inner for loop j plus plus. So it will execute j plus plus. So j equal to current j value 1 plus 1. So it will become 2. So you got the latest j value. Where it will go now? To the inner for loop condition. Less than or equal to 3. It is true. So if it is true, what will happen? The condition becomes true means it will come to inside the body. Now it will execute. I value 1, j value, it will print. Now it will go and j value will update to 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 less than or equal to 3, it is true. Comes inside, it will print. I value 1 still, j value 3. So now it will go and update the j value to 3 plus 1, 4. So now it will check the condition. 4 less than or equal to 3. It becomes false. Now what will happen? So the condition becomes false, inner for loop. It will go to outer for loop. Now it will go to outer for loop. So I equal to 1 plus 1, it will become 2. So now it will go here. 2 less than or equal to 3, that is true. And comes here. Now again checks the j equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 3, true. Comes inside. So now it will print I value 2, comma, j value 1. So now j value will update to 1 plus 1. It will check the condition 2 less than or equal to 3, true. Comes inside. I value 2 and j value 2 will print. Again it will go up. It will execute this j plus plus. So j plus plus means 2 plus 1, 3. And 3 less than or equal to 3, true, comes inside. And I value 2, comma, j value 3 will print. Again, j value will update to 4. 4 less than or equal to 3, false. So it will go up and update the I value. I equal to 2 plus 1, 3. So it will check the condition. 3 less than or equal to 3, it is true. So comes inside. Now again, j value 1 first. 1 less than or equal to 3, true. So now it will come here, it will print I value 3, j value 1. It will print. Now, so j value will update now. J plus plus. What is the current j value? 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Now j value becomes 2. So it goes to condition. After the increment, the cursor will pass to this condition. See that? In the diagram, how clearly I explained, how beautifully it is diagrammatically shown. You see that? The body after, the incremented part after, it is going here, the condition place. See this diagram and you can remember at least the flow, how it is moving out. That's what I'm showing here again. See, once the latest I value you got it, the j value we are checking. So 2 less than or equal to 3, true, and it will go value I value 3, comma, j value 2. So now it will go and j value will update. J value will update 2 plus 1, 3. 3 less than or equal to 3, true, and comes inside. So I value 3, comma, j value 3. Now it will go up and increment the j value. Current j value 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 less than or equal to 3, false. So again, it will go up and I value will update to 3 plus 1, 4. So here also checks the condition, right? After getting the latest I value, 4 less than or equal to 3, it becomes false. It will come out. So this is the how you need to write. Iteration by iteration, if you write nicely, you can understand the problem. If you are not writing like this, you're never going to understand. And remember this diagram. Remember the diagram. This diagram. And see how we are doing, same way it is going or not. So this is the beautifully, the diagram visually it is showing. And I don't think so you will get somewhere like this. Right? So this is the one you need to utilize this, notes and the explanation. And it is very, very useful for you, and you can explain to anybody also. Right? That's what I'm expecting from everyone. Practice this, and tomorrow we'll see